Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's well. Right, so today we are going to be looking at some shifters which I've been using for a while now. So this is going to not be an unboxing really, but it's going to be an ALMAR SKRS shifter look at, setup, review, whatever you want to call it. It's something that I use all the time. It's something on my streams that I use every day that I play. So I thought I'll show you every type of shifter. So we've got the Scania one, which is here. We've got the MAN one, which is here, and then we've also got the Volvo one, which is here. So we're going to look at each shifter, what the views are on them, what I like and dislike about them, and then also I'm going to mount one to a shifter to actually show you how to mount it. And then I've also got some internet issues. No, the stream went fine before. Anyway, we'll crack on. So yeah, I'll then show you how to put it onto a shifter as well, and I'll also show you how to set it up in the game. So what you need to activate in the game, and actually how you use it in the game. So going to be a couple of different camera angles, and hopefully everything goes okay and according to plan. I'm just going to quickly double check something. That looks alright. Alright, so a big hello to everybody who's in the chat. Again, this isn't really about being live, this is more about just having a look at the shifters and checking things out really. So, first things first, there is a link to the ALMAR eBay page in the description. So, it's a UK page, I think. Go and check them out if you want to order anything. Secondly, we'll move on to the actual what we're looking at. So, I've got another camera set up here. I was just waiting for my internet to go back in the green. So, right. So, we've got the actual shifters here. So, when you receive an ALMAR shifter, hang on, I've got so much gear going on. We'll move this out the road. So, when you receive an ALMAR shifter, it will come in a box like this. So, this is a Scania one. Right, so it'll come in a box like this. It will have this leather boot on the bottom, which I took off. That's a little bit ruined, but obviously I took it off. I don't use the leather boots. I don't really find them helpful or anything. On my old shifter I couldn't use them. On my new shifter I probably could, but obviously I don't. So anyway, so this is it. It comes with a decent USB cable. This is obviously out of a Scania truck. Mine's got quite a bit of wear on it now, as you can see. I've had this one about 8 months. And it still works like the day I got it. So you've got your range switch on the bottom here, and you've got your splitter switch on the top. So most Scanias are a 3/3 gearbox, and then they have 2 crawler gears as well if you need them. So I'll show you how to go through the gears and what the point is, but all you have is on here you put that onto your shifter, you fasten this screw on the bottom, and that's it. Job's easy. So it's very simple. So that's the Scania one. We'll get rid of this just to show you. So they all come with this leather boot. I haven't got the leather boot on mine, so bear in mind when you get yours. So if you order a Volvo one, it will come with this boot on, which hides all this sort of stuff. So all this open stuff, you wouldn't see it with a boot on. I couldn't use the boots before, but obviously I can now, so I have ordered some. Anyway, this is a Volvo one. So we've got the Scania one here. Shift that out the road. So this is a Volvo one. So again, this 4/4 box I think is pretty much how it would be portrayed. I'm just going to move that camera around a little bit. So yeah, 4/4. This is substantially bigger. This is the biggest shifter out of all of them. Again, you've got your splitter and you've got your range on the front. Obviously, it is out of a real truck. It has got all the connections and everything on the bottom. Anyone who's typing in chat, I will read your chat in a bit, but I just want to get into this review a little bit just to show you guys what I use every day. So yeah, it does have the real bits on. Again, this will fit a various different number of shifters. You just slide it on like this, and then you tighten this front button. But we'll go through that in a minute. So this is a Volvo one again, and probably my favourite. In the hand, this is probably my favourite compared to the smaller one. Then you've got this one, which probably is the one that makes the most sense in buying, in my opinion. So this is the MAN one, which again is very, very nice. Same again, you've got your splitter on the you got your range on the front and you got your splitter on the side. Very simple. Oh, any links you need, ALMAR links are in the description, mate. So drop the show more in the description, and the link for their page is in there. It's eBay page. So anyway, so yeah, this has got a metal connector on the bottom. Again, you slide it onto your shifter, you tighten this, and done. This also has an easy clutch button, which is obviously in real life, but I use it for engine brake. So if there's any like American truck people out there, and you do use the Jake brake a lot, in my opinion, this is probably a better shifter than the Scania one. As much as I am a Scania fanboy, I love Scanias, but don't get me wrong, it's nice, and the switches are quite nice. This one's obviously a bit awkward, but it is obviously real. This shifter with it having the extra button on the side, as you can see there, and just with it being in your hand, it just honestly, it is a nicer shifter than the Scania one, in my opinion. But it just depends what you're after. If you having this button on the front has been great for me, and this shifter's actually going to my dad's. So this is my dad's new shifter, and I've got to be honest, I'm gonna miss having this shifter. So even though I'll still have these two, I'm gonna miss having this one, because this button is so good for Jake brake. So that's one of the things I'm really gonna miss. So we'll leave these three here. So you can see, I wanted to try and show like a size comparison. You can clearly see how big the Volvo one is. The Volvo one weighs an absolute ton. The Volvo one is so much bigger than both of these shifters. So right, so what we're going to do is we'll go into actually mounting them onto the onto a shifter. So right, for anyone who has a Fanatic shifter, when you buy one of these, if you just let them know you want a Fanatic converter with it, and this is what you'll get. So this is a screw piece. You screw this onto your Fanatic shifter, and then you plonk this like this on top, and then you tighten this. So it's just an adapter to make it fit, that's all. However, most people have a G25, a G27, a G920, or a TH8A. So it's as simple as this, right? You get your shifter, so you've just got your new shifter in the post. You're really happy, and all you do is you plonk it on like this, and you tighten this button on the front. So this is going to be quite hard to do because I don't have a table mount, but it's very simple. So you tighten this on the front. The only thing I would say is, if you like me and you like to keep things really nice, is pop something on the on the actual shaft. I don't know, heat shrink or something like that. So I just need to actually try and tighten this up. Right, that'll do. So you've got your shifter, you're all set, ready to go. You're ready to go trucking. So just to give people an idea what the point of these shifters are in real life as well. So you've got your range at the front here, and you've got your splitter on the side, which you can't actually see because I'm hiding it. So this is your splitter here, right? And you've got your range on the front. So you would start off, so when this is in, so you've got, say you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say you've got 6 gears. You've got 6 low and 6 high. So obviously you've got 1 low and then you've got 1 high, and then you've got 2 low, 2 high, 3 low, 3 high. Simple as that. And then this one is your actual range switch. So this is from, you go 1 to 3 and then 3 to 6. So on a Scania you would go 1, 2, 3, flick this up, and then you would go 4, 5 and 6. So very simple. Leave the side button alone, leave that there. So you would go 1, 2, 3, flick this up, 4, 5, 6. Simple as that. And then you've got the splitter on the side for splitting each gear. So it's very simple to learn. It takes a long time to learn, but it is very simple on paper. It is honestly that simple. So that is as easy as it is. I'm going to show you on the game quickly how to actually set them up. Again, if you want to change your shifter over or anything like that, you literally just undo that button there, pop on a different shifter, like this one for instance, and then tighten up tighten this back up. It'll actually take a while to tighten this one up because I don't use this button anymore. Here, and you tighten that up like that, and then you've got your gears again. So it's as simple as that. It is so, they are so easy. So a bit of a price range on them if you want to know what they actually cost. We've got, just before we go any further with actually setting them up, if you want to know what they actually cost, I will show you. Right, where are we at here? We've got the display. I don't want the display capture. That one, there we go. So, right, I'm just going to run through what they actually cost before we get into actually how you set them up online. And then my actual final thoughts on what I like. So, Scania one, which is this bad boy out of an actual Scania. They are 135. The only thing I can tell you is, yes, they're expensive, right? I will sit here right now and say they're expensive. I'll also sit here and say that I didn't pay full price for them. I got them sponsored to the channel. I had to pay the postage. So I got, my first one was £40 for the postage. My second two were £40 for the postage. So I've paid £80 for these shifters. Yes, it is sponsored in a way. However, I would buy one tomorrow if I didn't have one because they are so good. Seriously. I cannot fault it, and because they're real, you can't beat that. I mean, you can 3D print them, you can do what you like, but at the end of the day, as you can see, it's out of an actual truck, and the feeling of it is absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really good. So Scania one's 135. The MAN one is, which is this one, which is the one that is going to my dad's, and the one I'm going to actually miss. This one's 125. This is all in pounds, and the Volvo one, where's the Volvo one at in pounds? They haven't got the Volvo one in pounds at the moment, but I'm pretty sure the Volvo one in pounds is around about the same 130, I think, which is obviously that one there, which it's the one I use the most, I must admit, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So the next one is, we're going to move on to the actual game. So you've bought your shifter, you've bought your gear knob, you've put this on here like this, and you're ready to go. So your next step is to actually plug the thing in. So what we'll do is we'll plug it in so we can show you. I've actually cable tied this, but there we go. So we'll plug this in up here. Right, so it's plugged in. And what you're going to want to do is fire up your game. I'll just take the chat and that up here. So you want to turn on your game. Which, what do I need here? Do I need game capture or display capture? Display capture will do. Right, here we go. So, fire the game up. It'll come back in a minute. So you want to go to options. And firstly, you want to go to controls. I don't think it's going to recognise my controls because I've only just plugged it in. So I would have to restart the game, which I'm not going to do. So first things first is it going to let me actually show you? Oh, it isn't. Right, okay. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so you're going to plug it in. I'll tell you what, I'll just restart the game. It'll be quicker. Just bear with it. I'll just restart the game. It'll be so much faster. Right. So where's Skype at? Right, there we go. So I'll read a couple of bits of chat for 2 minutes. Ben Sim, the Volvo is £80. It's a bit. Yeah, Ben Sim though, it's £35 postage, buddy. They haven't got the UK one on at the moment. So as I say, if you actually read it, it'll work out about 120, 130 for all the shifters are in the 120 to 130 mark. I know they've got it further down, but again, if you read the postage on it, that's the one from Poland. So they've got a UK market as well. So, right, we're now good to go. So I'll show you how to actually set the shifter up, because a lot of people make a mistake, and it's a very simple mistake, but it's an easy mistake to make. So I'll show you how to get on with it. Right, so we just need to turn back on the display capture, which is that one. Right, so you got your shifter, right? You're good to go. You're going to come into options. You're going to go to controls first. Right, you'll set this to keyboard and your wheel. Right, and then the next one down, you'll set your shifter. Well, I can't do that because I don't have a wheel plugged in here. So I'll pretend that the rudder pedals are my actual shifter, my actual wheel. So forget about that. Pretend that says G27. Right, then you're going to come down and you're going to click USB gamepad. So that's your actual shifter. That's your Scania shifter that you've just bought. Then what you're going to do, make sure you've got it on H pattern, so H shifter here. You're going to come all the way down to this part. So what you're going to do is pick your shifter layout. So if you've bought your Scania shifter, I would imagine you'll want a Scania shifter layout. If you don't want to use a layout and you just want to use the two buttons, you want to click range and splitter. But most people want to actually follow a proper truck. So we'll go with Scania 12 speed. Then you want to pick all your shifter inputs. Very easy. So you've got, you know, reverse and then gear 1 to 6. Dead easy. Then you come down to this section. You've got toggle 1 and toggle 2. So that is toggle 1 and toggle 2. Right? It's as simple as that. You've got two switches on your shifter. Simple. So the top one you want to set to your range button, which is that one. And the bottom one you want to set to your splitter button, which is that one. Then you must click shifter toggle use switch mode. This little switch here. You must switch that. And that's it. You're done. Finished. Simple as that. You can go and shift to your heart's content. So I don't have a shifter plugged in, but that is as simple as that. That's how easy it is to actually do. So I'm going to come back here and run through some final thoughts that I've got with you, which is that one. Right, I'll shift that back over here. So, in my opinion, I've been using the Scania shifter for, I don't know, I would say about 8 months, right? So this is a shifter that I got first, and this is a shifter that I absolutely loved, right? And honestly, I'm a Scania fanboy. I love a 5th series and I love a 164. Just, I love them. However, if I was buying again, as much as I love this shifter, I personally would probably go down this route because it feels better in your hand. It doesn't wear, so you can see all this wear around here. All this is all kind of worn and gone all like awful. But that's obviously because it's a real shifter. That's what would happen in real life. They will wear and they'll go all smooth. This one, on the other hand, is nice and smooth. It's got a nice side bits for your fingers. So you've got one here, you know, you've got one here and one on that side. You've got the button on the front, which is really nice to have. The range button is really nice, I must admit. So this is really nice, and these buttons are nice. So I would probably go down this route, and at 125, it's the cheapest. So I would probably go down that route. However, this is where my heart lies. I love this shifter. The switches are a bit harder because obviously in real life the pneumatic, I think, if you look at the, as you can see, the hoses that will connect on the bottom. But this is my shifter. This is what I love. This is what I'll be using on my rig, and I absolutely love it. So the Volvo one for me is my favourite, and that's the one that I'm going to use probably for a long time. I am going to try and get another one of these sent out so I can keep using this, but this is my dad's. This is going to my dad's house. So yeah, it's as simple as that really. I mean, I'm going to run through some questions. If you've got any questions about the shifter, please ask them now. That's why I've done it live. So we've got a few people asking, can you change the shifter unit, the gear knob, or just change the gear knob and leave the unit the same? I don't know what that question means, sorry Chris. So we can't use the Volvo for a Scania truck in the game, right? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can use all these shifters for whatever you want. In the game, you can select a shift mode. So in real life, a Volvo has a different shift pattern to a Scania. So a Scania shift pattern is, I thought I heard something there. Yeah, a Scania shift pattern is first. So you've got a Scania shift pattern is first, second, hang on, was it first? Oh yeah, that's it. So it's first, second, and third, and then you repeat them for fourth, fifth, sixth. So then you've got fourth, fifth, and sixth. But in a real Volvo truck, you've got first, second, and third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So they are opposite shift patterns in real life. So the game lets you choose, but you don't need to. If you just set the game to range and splitter, you could just have 1, 2, 3, 4 like a normal car. and then split it. That's it. It's as simple as that. Right, can you buy with PayPal? Yes, it's on eBay, so yeah, you definitely can. How's it going? Love the brilliant setup. Cheers, buddy. Where else are we? Hello, Callum. I'm not going to read a lot of the hello stuff. I'm just checking to see if anyone's missed out. Only review today. Neil will be taking over at 9. Yeah, my dad's on at 9 Euro Truck. So I'm going to leave it there. It's only a short review, 20 minutes, but I wanted to kind of show you everything that works and how all the shifters are. I've not seen anyone do this yet. So I'm going to leave it there. And I'm probably follow up with an actual use video in next week or so, and I'll show you how to actually use them. Someone's asking what you would use the push button for on the MAN truck. Engine brake on the game. That's what you would use it for. So engine brake or Jake brake in American truck. So that's what I use it for. I use it to use a Jake brake on American trucks. And that's why I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'll see you all in the next one. If anyone's got any comments, any questions, please leave them in the description. I didn't really know what to say or do on the review, so I thought I'd just be honest about it. They're the shifters that I use. That's the one that I love the most. That's the one that I would probably buy, which is the MAN one. And this one's just I would have because I love Scanias. But again, the reason I've got two, one's going on my rig, one's going on the second rig in the room for Hutchie and my uncle, and then that one's going to my dad. So yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Any more questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys, and have a good one.